The entire membership of the National Democratic Congress NDC in the Savelugu constituency sincerely and warmly welcome friends from the Inky fraternity to a more important press conference which is tailored or centered on a certain anti-party conduct on the part of one of the sitting MPs who stood on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress NDC, won the votes of members of the NDC, representing the people of Jomoro in Ghana's parliament, and out of the generosity of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, this said honorable member was appointed Deputy Minister for Transport. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, the attention of the National Democratic Congress NDC in the Savelugu constituency has been drawn to the actions of the Member of Parliament for Jomoro constituency in the person of Honorable Dorcas Afo Tofi, who doubles as Deputy Minister for Transport. She recently visited Savelugu in response to an invitation extended to her by the MP for Savelugu, Hajia Fataya Abdul Aziz. At the said lunch, Honorable Dorcas did the unfriendly and behaved in a manner which we consider and describe as anti-party. She represented herself in her own capacity, representing her own people from Jomoro constituency, and the following were some of the things she did at the launch of the Yoyele Padede Foundation organized by the MP for Savelugu, Fataya Abdul Aziz. One, she was captured, and when I say she was captured, I'm simply and explicitly referring to Honorable Dorcas, MP for Jomoro. She was captured in a video saying that the NPP Member of Parliament for Savelugu deserves another 10. For doing what she did, we wonder whether she knows what that meant for the NDC and what it will cost the NDC next parliamentary candidate come election 2028. In addition, the said NDC MP for Jomoro, Honorable Dorcas, also indicated that she would at all times give out support to the MP for Savelugu, who is an MPP sitting MP. And of course, she did not miss words. She actually promised and donated an amount of 100,000 Ghana cedis. In old currency, we say 1 billion old cedis to the MPP sitting MP for Savelugu. Even at the gathering, she gave out 200,000 Ghana cedis, 20,000 Ghana cedis, I beg your pardon, and promised to pay the rest when she returns to Parliament with the MP for Savelugu, who happens to be an MPP Member of Parliament. The third other unfortunate action or act on the part of Honorable Dorcas is the fact that she actually grossly disregarded party structures. By so doing, she said, and I quote, she doesn't believe in party colors. Yeah. Meaning, even the ticket on which she stood and was voted for vehemently by the people of Jomoro, she does not respect them on the ticket she stood for. They just voted for her anyhow, anywhere, which is highly unfortunate for such a statement to have come from an honorable member of parliament representing the good people of Jomoro, who doubles as Deputy Minister for Transport. What an unfortunate statement by a Minister of State. Friends from the Inky fraternity, it is equally important to note that the said MP also said that Hajia Fataya's launch of the foundation, the Yoyele Padede Foundation, that this is her second time as MP representing the people of Jomoro, and that she has not been able to undertake such a viable project. And so she is going to learn from the MPP sitting MP in Savelugu and have same project being replicated when she gets back to her constituency. This is a direct insult and a slap in the face of the party NDC and the good people of Jomoro. Friends from the Inky fraternity, Honorable Dorcas, as a member of parliament on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress NDC, has the responsibility to always work and protect the interests and the sanctity of the National Democratic Congress NDC, on which ticket she stood and became an MP, which triggered a move for her appointment into the high office as Deputy Minister for Transport. Irrespective of any form of relationship, we expect her to abide and respect the sanctity, the rules and regulations, and the Constitution of the National Democratic Congress as one of the most biggest and vibrant political, parties in the political and constitutional history of the Republic of Ghana. It is worth noting that the third NPP MP for Savelugu, Hajia Fataya Aziz, did a lot of things which went against the NDC, culminating into her unexpected victory in the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. Indeed, the following were some of the things the current MP for Savelugu worked against the NDC and did deliberately against the NDC, which led to our unpardonable defeat. First and foremost, once she was candidate on the ticket of the MPP, she actually did the following. One, the NDC 2024 parliamentary candidate was denying fertilizer that was given to each and every MP throughout the nook and cranny of the Republic of Ghana. Honorable Jacob Idris Humbenkwan was the party's candidate. Through the maneuvering and the meandering of the current MP, who was a candidate on the ticket of the MPP, managed to work things out with the then MC Ajia Aisha Tusedu to deliberately and whimsically deny the NDC parliamentary candidate then access to fertilizer, which was supplied to each and every member of parliament for onward distribution to party membership. This was a painful matter which the NDC membership in the entire Savelugu constituency went through and we endured. The second other thing they did to us, which led to our unpardonable defeat, is the fact that the party was denied a venue which was meant for Excellency Prez Mahama, the then candidate, where he wanted to meet the people of Savelugu to have a meeting. We requested for a venue at Savelugu Senior High School. She managed, collaborated, and connived. When I say she managed and collaborated and connived, I mean I'm referring to the current MP Fataya, who was a candidate on the ticket of MPP. Through the contractor who was working on the dining hall, they managed to deny Excellency Prez Mahama and the entire NDC membership common dining hall where we needed to have a meeting to welcome Excellency Mahama and to have a party activity. 3, the same Fataya as we speak today, on whose behalf our own sitting MP for Jomoro came to support, denying the 2024 parliamentary candidate of the NDC a clear-cut and a direct ownership to a road contract which was lobbied, supervised, and did everything whilst being in Accra and serving the constituency as MP. She managed to claim ownership of that project. And that project is from Savelugu to Kumbungu Road. It was a project lobbied by the then NDC MP, Honorable Humbenkwan. But the lady managed, because she had incumbency and because she was in power, she managed to deny the NDC candidate the opportunity to work on the road, which went a long way to reducing the strength of our MP, culminating into our unpardonable and unforgettable defeat in the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. This unfortunate incident has put members of the party in the Savelugu constituency into shame, with many people wondering whether the deputy minister considers the fortunes of the NDC in the upcoming 2028 presidential and parliamentary elections in the constituency or not. A public endorsement of an opposition MP of parliament by not a mere person but a deputy, substantial, diligently and cautiously appointed deputy minister of state by His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, who stood on the ticket of the same party NDC and won the House of Ghanaians by far, became the President of Ghana. This deputy minister, Dorcas Tofi, did not even regard and respect the President of the Republic of Ghana Neither did she even respect the entire membership of the NDC, national, regional, and even at the constituency level. Funny enough, she got up from Accra, walked in her own strength into the constituency without recourse to pre-informing regional executives of her coming. Neither did she even see the need to pre-inform or create awareness at the Savelugu constituency level of her entry. Granted or assuming upon her arrival, something unexpected or unwarranted had happened to her. At the constituency level, who would have been the first point of call as in ascertaining what exactly has happened to an NDC MP who stepped into the constituency? I'm sure that would have been the responsibility of the constituency executives and the entire party membership for them to have responded to. But she walked in boldly and confidently and did or undertook that particular anti-party activity and walked away free. Friends from the Inky fraternity, her actions ridiculed the National Democratic Congress NDC not only in Savelugu but across the nation. The leadership of the party needs to inquire about the motive for engaging in such an